ficou certinho embaixo da câmera, bagulho. Controle do caralho.
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Que loucura, hein?
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates, I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. Not even the sort
But I saw him.
Alas, it seems, to others, he reveals naught. We see
A bringer of death.
whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
£33.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Hugo Kupka.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or
Just spreading the word.
so? The professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammering.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Pare com o motor. Tá, porra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cada vez parece mais esse bagulho.
Clive! It was luck, and luck alone. But now... Thank you. Here you go.
Fazer logo essa missão aqui. Depois não esqueci de deixar pra trás, né, velho? Cadê o filho da puta?
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Ah, Clive. Your timing...
Go on.
There are whispers rustling. It may be given...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin...
All right.
Hello, Sid.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to
Porra,
say.
zoou em 3.
I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously. Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No,
Where was this?
in Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
Botei lá.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Oxi. Acertei de primeira.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? This is no time to ride. Good girl. You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Emboscadinha de
Black
leve.
Shields.
Aí sim.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Filha da puta. Pegou então. Boa. 240, 48 e 208.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on us?
Viajar rápido que eu não sou bobo, né?
Good day to you.
The crisp jewels we get from the tailor all but worthless.
We had to dig a new cellar to store all the unsold
Clive, how goes the...
I found some
black sheep, though this, and it would damn it, and bite...
I'm sorry. You're going to need to... Who did the black...
Because I...
Who?
The former Lord...
I don't understand. Why?
Não quero saber, não.
The man himself... What...
Oxe, que diálogo da porra, hein?
My friends and...
Oxi. Cara, não quis se aliar, eu acho, hein, pela musiquinha. Fazer o que, né?
I'm not going to change his mind.
Sai fora. Como que vai? Nossa, outra missão aqui, ó. Puta que pariu. Fazer todos os secundários primeiro, porque depois... Pra depois não esquecer, né, velho? Albergue da minha.
Go on, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice.
Ele sumiu quando
He
eu
up and
estava
vanished when my
olhando.
back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Low though.
I'll see what I can do. All right.
Well, it's hot. Yes, they're quite sought after.
Clive Sucre. Aonde tá esse maluco, Joe? Procura assistente do padeiro. Tem umas missões aqui pra dar pra você. O controle tá indo pra fita. Esse louco no meio da rua aqui. Ah, lá a recompensa. Cavaleiro das Lanas. Doneida. Também ali. Sai fora. Ô louco. Não tá tudo esquisito. Deixa eu pegar. 38 nível do maluco. Vamos até lá então. Eita porra! Tudo aqui embolado, foda. Olha só, mano. Quase fui, fica. Aqui, ó. Esqueça tudo. Subir de nível ali, ó, 5.000.
Those who kill for sport deserve no
Os
better.
caras comem todas minhas poções, velho. Eu nem tinha. Será que sobe aqui? Chega, fodeu, hein? O cara tá refletindo aqui.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
Certainly. Time what?
Sai fora, sai fora.
Perhaps.
Quero saber, não.
Suppose he won't be needing an escort then.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you,
Master.
I dare say it.
Yeah, that's true. And
Not only is
The fun.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Seeing troops and that.
No surprises there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Kupka.
Tem que apertar no X, mano. Puta.
Only I don't know where she went.
Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this.
De lobo. De lobo terrível.
All done?
Menos um, ó. Falta uma porrada. Fale com o Mid.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with...
Sorry, I'm too busy for... I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal... And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The
Poxa, a mina
Enterprise.
tá fazendo um navio, cara? Que porra é essa?
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which... I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that... Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts. The sack will be made up... There's the...
Full suit of probably best to take...
Then you'll need to start with the plate. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to...
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily...
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then.
She said...
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be, and I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still.
And, what is...
Take a look at this. It's this plating. That means, which is where... Now, there's a... As for the rest...
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us...
And the other can go and get the rest.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over. You going after the stuff? Which one of... Let's...
All right. Flick.
In your own time.
Pand Pink Vaving, Pand Pink Vaving, Pand Pink Vaving, Pand Pink Vaving.
Que bexiga é essa? É um emote, sei que foi isso, hein? Dá um bisu aqui. Ó, o tio Raiz também joga aí sim, hein? Salvado. Nunca esqueça. E nunca mexa. Agora eu quero ver pra que lado que eu tenho que sair aqui.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a...
FF é vida, hein?
Round here's our best bet if we want to
Esse é
grab
o
as much
brabo.
of this stardust
É o
stuff as we
último.
can.
Quer dizer, né? O último de
Don't know what Blackthorn's
mais
planning to
novo
do
que
with it
saiu,
though.
né?
I asked over in Dalamil and they seem to think it was worthless.
O jogo
But
tá
if
top
stardust
demais.
is what Blackthorn wants, stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Aqui do canal aí eu zerei o...
We shall.
Daquele lá que tem o...
Race ya.
Cloud lá, sabe? Acho que, se eu não me engano, acho que eu... Zerei ele aí no... Fiz 1 por 1. Episódio. Foi eles ter. Ixi. Meu controle já tá.
Bem top.
O controle já tá pedindo pra aposentar já. Aposentado o bagulho. Joguei um milho, hein? Colete, poeira, estelar, onde que tem mais? Não, massa aqui, essas missãozinhas é malemar, mas o massa mesmo é as lutas, cara. Puta que pariu. É que você cai com um boss lá que usa poder cabuloso, vixi. Acho que a luta dura uns 20 minutos, cara. É aquela cena cabulosa de top. Onde tem mais? Ali mais um ali, ó. Não é não. Ué.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished?
Enough.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Massa TMJ.
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those you hardly ever see around the hut. You can't...
What says the man who... I know.
Like... See, I know. See... Thank... Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he's...
You go.
Vamos, tiozinho, vamos.
Right.
Cara, essa mina aqui é rica, velho. Todo dia com o jogo de 500 conto.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust.
You're big.
Thank you, Black.
Soltando vapor 1. Subiu de nível.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So,
The hell for the...
salvage.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you. Here, exit now in this way.
You can stop mid. Where would I find?
Ah, yeah. The thing here, it's no longer.
Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather.
Cara, meu controle tá feio, hein?
I'll be
taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Que esse louco aqui? Tá. Vim por aqui. Vou ter que vir por aqui.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Tô certo, será? Controle filha da puta, né?
Good girl. Time to fight. Thanks, girl.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruin.
Que é isso? Reúna o material necessário, mate a criatura que se instalou nas ruínas. Ixi. Que porra é essa?
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted.
Get him!
Sai fora, que porra. Caralho. Hit killzeira. Oxi. O que pareceu ali?
Anybody home?
Então beleza.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
O negócio é apelar.
Time to go.
Você quer apelar, então não tem. puta, cara. Vou só apelar um pouquinho aqui. Dá boa.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed.
All right.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border. No surprises there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you. Soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And just what?
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engine, which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light, but I've wrapped my brain.
Well, if I were, I know who.
I've got. Can you...
Right away.
Back, are ya? To a bloody riddance. Morning. What's that for you, dear? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. That it?
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
É isso aí.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution. Or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake, and yet...
We have, but pardon.
Early Greek before it, if you, then...
Thank you, since you're...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help.
The other can assist.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure. So, Clive, who will accompany you on your little...
Very well. So
I have taken the liberty of...
What? Are you sure? I would have thought the ingredient...
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so now.
I've been meaning to visit Northrop.
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
Now, where's Jill?
Do you see anything you like? And a fine, fine day to you.
Them pilchards nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple.
All right. What am I...
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic?
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in them. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before... Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking. Good day.
How the hell is anyone...
Buy, sell, or be gone. Ain't. Go on, take it. If that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back...
Health back.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just be, do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and...
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to... Wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pub. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry cured.
You...
Sorry. It's just... you're right. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
Tem algum boss moscando aqui perto? Só um bicho voando sozinho ali pode ser que seja uma caçada, né? Pior que é mesmo. Aruma.
That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
Da puta. Finalizadinha monstro, hein?
Rest well. I know I will. I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
How's work on the shield?
Well, very well. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious...
What about the shield?
Work.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Right, of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice. Just...
It appears our work here is almost a shame. I was when but follow.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is...
You found something?
In a matter of... He's supervising the...
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, bet to the Black Cat.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take it.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some...
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can...
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what...
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you?
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Motorzinho feio.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Que isso aqui? Puta que pariu. Faz cada 2 missões, parece 15 missões. Aí é foda.
You cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
Descobri o pedido de Otto, posso ter encontrado algo que talvez chame sua atenção, talvez, ou seja, venha imediatamente, você sabe onde eu vou estar. Filho da puta.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
O livro caixa, os caras estão roubando. Os caras estão passando a mão no dinheiro. Nossa, 3 missões no negocinho aqui.
Did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto. And sadly, that square, I can straighten it out. I'm gonna need help.
Bit late for that, I would say.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I will dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the Dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of...
Those ledgers were mine.
We have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, after the King's ransom, besides. We'll need to learn to stand...
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Mop?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 something Sid and I set aside for... when time's gone. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
I'm sure they will.
But you know,
I know.
Go.
Because you'd rather Lady Karen kill...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
Não, não acho. Tá fudido, hein? Deixa eu ver quem que é aqui, ó.
Clive!
I wasn't expecting, but it seems we still owe you a considerable, though I doubt it's what you were expecting.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever... Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to sell your debts, isn't it? The old goat working...
Something like that. Most days, I think.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander. Word is, he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he did, I reckon, what he's... And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that, and you...
Tá, o outro tá na onde?
There's talk that the glass gate flood.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you. It's all right.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Still no caravan from the Dominion.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Oh my. Clive, you...
Otto asked me to give to settle the hideaway's debt and to compensate you.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much. The man owes me nothing. Nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather... Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway...
Otto had a son.
Long ago, and blamed himself. I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything...
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Goat. So Lady Karen accepted...
Ah, but she was just too stubborn. She threw it right back in my face, in fact. and told me I could stick my stupid stone...
Karen refused pay?
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what...
Wonderful.
Porra, cara, não presta pra nada mesmo. Cadê essa mulher? Ainda bem que tá aqui.
Lady Go tells me you weren't happy with it. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in...
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you. I may have tossed a talent or two in, but those were donations. And you can hardly call it charity.
Of course not. But one good... Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who...
Oh, so you're a prince now, aren't? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for it. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's...
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stunts. Thanks to... I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass... Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have...
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died, back at the equipment.
Eu não quero saber do Sid.
Before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster taken. I couldn't turn up, and I couldn't for the life of... Luckily, it had it through.
Oxi. Essa luzinha secundária é boa, hein?
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone. I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
O cara fazendo conta ali.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Que missãozinha demorada, hein, cara.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This will do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Meg told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
Daqui ao velho esconderijo. Otto não largava, tá simples de barra, tá? Você tá louco?
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. But I didn't say you still didn't like him. Which is why I've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalind. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you may...
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do...
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. If we assume that his newfound magics require... It may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing, frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones, as to where one might find a suitable substitute. Some antelopes that graze...
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures, the last elder antelope sighting I recall.
Even so, it seems...
Good hunting, Clive.
Missãozinha secundária não... Nossa, onde que tá o bagulho?
Let's go. It's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the Lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be... When did you get so big?
I noticed. So, that'll teach me. All right, now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for...
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Top.
I was just on my way to...
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in...
About how she somehow woke the power?
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply...
Are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been dived, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance of one can but speculate as to how all of the...
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies.
Crack the crystal too? You're joking.
O poder da pena. Quero que saiba que...
Hopefully it's nothing.
Essa armadura é muito cabulosa, cara. Cadê o cara?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take. I just wanted to, and you might still perhaps sharing a thought.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you got...
And that was?
Sword. The metal itself, wasn't it? You could slice a man clean in two with a...
So that's what's trouble. And if you knew how to break it on the...
That's...
I'll see what I can... Sharper swords are always welcome. We can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say...
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well.
What you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to...
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop Lord Igbanny's got more money than... Reckon he'll still be at the...
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate the...
Oxi, aqui.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal.
Essa musiquinha é igual em todos, né?
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do your...
Out! I paid for these rooms, so I...
Please, his lordship is going through a difficult...
Redeem! Get rid...
Very good, would you mind?
Tá brabo, tiozinho.
I'm sorry for that. A single-edged sword.
Huh? You have but to state it. I'd ever...
Ficar vendo todas as missões secundárias e quebra, hein? Onde que tá? Que isso aqui? Beba cada garrafa como se fosse a última.
Run like the wind.
Se encontra um boss no meio do caminho aqui. Quer dizer, uma caçada, né? Porra, é essa? Aquela fumaceira lá.
Time to fight.
Molhou.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Louco. Segurar quadrado, o bagulho faz um... espada pegar fogo no bagulho.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my... What you like?
Wyvern.
A formidable... Well,
Wyvern, I appear to be in your
Wyvern.
debt. Redeem
Quero
here
só
tells me
mentir.
a few moments. You're a master. Oh, Karen, it was me and is you able each soul deserved. But a mineral, quite, and that. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly. Take this, the very stone of which I spoke, far rarer and a far.
Thank you.
Hard. Too many to cut, and is a perennial.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Redeem! We mustn't.
Rossfield é a
I
própria
think his
perna.
lordship is rather taken with you, ma. Coming.
Falou, falou. Deu boa a missão?
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we? Soda. Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grind. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how...
Even so, is there some way it could be you?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a... But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire pit. No point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen mate? Just imagine it. Good Valesthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make...
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I'll be... Working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to.
I'll see you that might. You come and follow.
Excalibur.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? And how am I meant to do that then? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. And how am I meant to do that then? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Porra.
And how am I meant to do that then?
O controle tá puxando pra esquerda, velho. Patifaria. Ué.
Wish I could take one of our birds for a ride.
You will, one day.
So what exactly?
Okay, you...
I think Mid might need some help.
A Moringa Sambrek. A Moringa Sambrek. porra de lugar que é esse?
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in... Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Puxar esse fio aqui porque deu, né?
If you're ready, we leave at once. Come, my children.
I know you're all afraid, but now is not the time.
Come on. This won't be easy.
Ready, go?
Sei lá onde tá esse bicho.
Time to fight. Time to fight. Back to the stables, girl.
You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bush.
All anyone ever wants anymore is water and grape. How am I supposed to make a living?
Sei lá, mano, deve ser algum lugar por aqui.
Thanks, Gal. Good girl. This won't be easy. You deserve a rest. Good.
Fly, Ambrosia.
That'll do, girl.
Ué.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
Feito.
Crack the crystal too. Joking.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
What kind?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze...
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit! Well?
It certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No. For supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been... I'm telling you.
I trust you, Raptor.
assist you today. So what if... Which leave? What is it that you wish to learn? Here you are. Very good.
Ned told me she was doing...
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to do?
Clive? What do you want? That it? Fine.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. It's a relief. Thank you. Go on, then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl... No, it's
Not quite.
She said... Clive, were you born yesterday or something?
She'll probably be a... Obolus, have you seen Med?
Yep. You. But anyway, I was got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings?
Por uma ou duas luas, para que ele possa ficar de olho naquelas que podem fazer mal à nossa pequena irmandade e nos avisar qualquer ataque.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Med.
Weapon.
Just like any would.
Go, you just...
Or by the way,
Siege. Siege nails.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it was never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these.
So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Cada um seguiu o rumo.
Do you see? That's it. Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Domec Oriental.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran. Leaving his livelihood abandoned and...
He sent...
My brother...
We may have...
You? Chances are... You've put that record... You...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of it.
Seems...
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing.
And how exactly... You leave that?
You've... It's been a pleasure. Now, listen, what if we...
I see the Dalnecs lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Eita porra.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice. And challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father, I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
Canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Que fita.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
We're not alone.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing. No need to ride from here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears. Peats and
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. They are more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet.
You won't find anything of this quality inside.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them your trader's pass.
Juicy pears. Slake your thirst without a crystal.
Oh.
Do you...
It was in me beer.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So?
I know where. I've got
No one...
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the crypt.
No time like...
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of me stuff.
Right.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Out of my sight, wretch! What are you looking for? You're welcome any time.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El! He's me mate!
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the fit and who will you and can...
Is there any other way?
So,
All right.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Juicy pears! Slake your...
Are you the furniture man?
Looking for something? Ah,
She told me.
for what? Harder to... Not that they'd be likely to...
Their eyes must have lit.
The fishmonger.
Thank you.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted...
They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond.
All right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Come, taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the...
anything of this.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
I'll take the large one.
What mess?
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Jug of snake spit.
What is what we need? He's staying.
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry. That big fat donkey, he wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his...
Could chop them up.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to
Shit! What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you... Thank you.
Out of my sight, wench. Fill my cup.
Bloody cruising caravan, scooping up all the best
Hurry,
customers.
man. I must leave for the Dominion.
I am hurrying, my lord.
This is everything. It must be transported to the Dominion without delay.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right. I just want to ask...
Fine.
I'm looking for the people who were making...
Call themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were... didn't, you know.
If...
Jill.
Eloise.
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever... Not that I go against them, anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would...
Cowards! You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goods. What are you doing with these people? And
Nevertheless, you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a... Theodore, at your service.
Theodore, what do you know of the...
Vulture. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those I've been looking into. But it seems... Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other... Then...
So, what's the plan?
What else? You... Oh. Hansa.
Couldn't...
To Lateney's Cleft, then.
Laney's Cleft is... south past the camp.
No, you better not have scared any of my birds.
That's that, then.
Daddy!
There are no crystals here.
Hungry.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have reminded your own.
I doubt these are the ringleaders. But at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company! That's the lot.
Soldiers.
Fewer now.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. I know.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then...
Scum.
The leaders of the cursed stones.
They don't deserve any more.
I wasn't planning on showing them.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck. It's that guard from Buckland. Kill him. Kill them all. Go,
Gold chains, rings, purses.
Have the names been changed?
No, now I just need to sort through it all and return.
We should go and give Eloise the good news.
Of course. Oh.
Ah, Clive.
Quick.
And that I... Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are... Here, Clive. Good.
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do, would it now? Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are, for a small fee, we will move anything, be that goods to market, or
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for...
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking...
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor...
Here, Clive.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in,
Well, all that remains is to wish Goots'
Will. Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.